Turn off. Thank you. Today I'm going to do story time. I have a little story of my latest law of attraction experience. Not the latest, but actually the biggest one in the past months. So during that time, I was in my meditation practice. I meditated once or twice a day. Well, I'm going to tell you the benefits of meditation in another video. But basically, at this certain point, my only problem was that I had to pay off something and I didn't quite know how. Because I was, I've been earning money, but at that point, it wasn't enough for that thing I had to pay off. I decided to, meditate for more abundance, and I was trying to manifest that. And I didn't really try to manifest, a different job or anything like that. I just tried to ask for some way to earn a little more. So I did that. I visualized everything. I asked for it, and then I was sure it's going to turn out in some way. There's going to be some form where I'll be able to earn more money in order to pay off that thing. And so I did that and I let it go. A few days, nothing would happen. And then suddenly my mom would hand me a letter that was sent to her. And it was by some lawyer who was interested in a domain that was in my possession because I bought it a few years ago. And I didn't really know what to do because the project that the website was for, I'm still having it on my mind. I'm still, trying to figure out if I do this. But I wasn't sure at that point if I want to do it with the same name or if I might have to change the name. So I read that he was gonna buy it, and then I knew that I was able to sell him the domain, but I didn't know at what cost. I wasn't sure about all that stuff. So I made some calls, asked people who are familiar with that stuff, hey, I have this request, how much is it to actually sell a website, blah, blah, blah. And so I had enough information put together to actually know what I was gonna say and what I was gonna do about it. Before I was able to actually react, someone would knock on my door, on my freaking door. I was like, who is this? No one knocks on my door ever. And then I would open it and it was the lawyer. And he was like, hey, I sent you a letter a few days back and you didn't reply so far. It's just really urgent. We need this domain. It would be nice if you just, decided. And then I was like, okay, this is kind of scary though. Why is this person knocking on my door instead of, why does he even have my address? Well, it turned out with this domain, obviously I registered with my address. And usually what I do with domains is, there's these plugins, or I don't even know what it is. There's something that you can buy so that your address is not shown on the register page. For cases like this, I guess. So I did that for the other websites that I was working with, but with this one, obviously I forgot to do it. So he knew where I was living and he was just knocking on my door. After all, I was like, okay, let me think about this. Can I call you tomorrow? Because I need to talk this through with another person that I wanted to do the project with, and then I'll get back to you with our decision. And then the next day, I would call him and be like, okay, we're going to sell. And that's what we finally did. I don't know. For me, it was just so weird to have practically someone knocking at your door in order to buy something from you that you didn't even think of selling it, or you didn't even think of the opportunity to be able to sell it. I totally forgot about this option. So I was like, okay, obviously I'm going to do this. So yeah, to finish the story, I sold the website, and that made the amount that I needed for the request that I had, that I told you about in the beginning of the video, to pay off something. And also I was able to, put some money on the side for some other projects or, whatever comes up. And I was like, what the this was so weird. On one day I was meditating and, putting this out there, being sure it's gonna happen somehow, and then I forgot about it. And then just a few days later, all this would happen. I would get this letter out of nowhere. Someone would knock on my door and offer me to buy something that I didn't really think of, selling at first. And then I had this amount that I needed to pay what I wanted to pay, and even set some aside. I still can't believe it. I think this was one of my coolest law of attraction experiences. So yeah, I hope you like the story. Let me know if you've had any experience like this, just law of attraction experiences in general, or if you made a video about it yourself, you can just put down the link. I would be really happy to like read or see what other people attracted to their life, basically. I hope you like the story. I think I already said that. Whatever. And I'll see you in my next video. Have a nice day.